market goes, it seems like everything is crashing except real estate at this point. I mean, crypto's down, stock market's down, inflation's high, all these things. Do you
Right.
see real estate changing? Do you see it having some dips too, or do you think it will be everyone's like, well, real estate keeps going up and kind of like that self-perpetuating? This is where money doesn't lose. Let's keep doing that. How do you think that's going to look?
Yeah, that's impossible, right? So everything is cyclical, and real estate's no different. Although it's been on the uptrend for quite a while, really since I feel like it's been a seller's market. I feel since probably 2014, 15,
Hmm.
and I believe the last buyer's market wasn't really 09 to 2010. I mean, you could find amazing deals there.
Yeah.
That was right
Yeah.
after, the collapse, of course. Will we see that? No, because lending is not out of control. When I first started getting into real estate, if you had a pulse, you could get 100% financing with a stated income, meaning you didn't even have to produce tax returns or any documentation to prove whatever you said. You stated it on your mortgage application, and they funded you. And
Wow.
they were just irresponsible loans, and Wall Street was buying them, and everyone was making money, and that obviously collapsed. So we're not going to see that type of foreclosure activity and just people losing their homes. But interest rates that continue to go up will definitely have a correction in the market.
Hmm.
There's still a somewhat of a lack of inventory, right? So the supply is still relatively low. But as more people start to get nervous in terms of sellers, that they're going to miss their chance to get the price that they probably would have gotten in the last 3 to 6 months or before, they're going to start rushing because the news is starting to pick up. You already see articles and commentary coming out that the real estate crash is coming. It's not sustainable. It's the next thing. So as the news cycle starts picking up on that and interest rates continue to rise, sellers are going to be like, okay, we got to sell. So then as inventory pushes on the market and then rates go up, the buying power of buyers goes down. So when the buying power goes down, prices start to come down. And that's where you start to see price come down, because they're not going to get the appraisal. So in real estate, in order when you get financing, obviously there's an appraisal done, and the data is only good for 6 months. So they can only use comps within the last 6 months of any previous sales within max 3 mile radius. So as those start moving off and the new values start coming in lower, then the market starts to trickle down. So it'll be 20% is certainly on the table, 30% maybe. But you look at unemployment, right? There's a lot of factors that go into that. A lot of people quit their jobs over the last several months, which is interesting. So if people are still living off of COVID relief funds or unemployment, or they made money on crypto and NFTs, who knows, right? So, and a lot of people may not be willing to put a large down payment. And if they have no active reoccurring income, they can't get a loan. So that's going to squeeze out more of the buyer pool. So we'll see, man. I certainly am selling my real estate right now.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're selling, and because you think it's going to go down. You think we've hit the
I think this is the best time to sell. And for me personally, most of my real estate is in California, and I now live in Florida. So I'm not planning on moving back to California ever again. So I'm like, well, I will be kicking myself if I don't sell and have to go back through another downturn and, wait for that equity to build back up. So I'm like, I'll take my funds and put them into other avenues where I know I could get a better return.